Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the App State Mountaineers offense will get the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
Syracuse right back at it. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Snapped it in the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And the Mountaineers are backed up. They can feel the shot. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, App State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Number 10. Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Syracuse, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Syracuse mere inches away from a third down conversion. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Complete to the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Syracuse right back at it.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out, but gets loose in the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Looking downfield on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Let's talk about App State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The give on the inside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Orange will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll try the run. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
7, Syracuse, 3.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Hits the open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Syracuse right back at it. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught. It's a running room. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. DB's right up on the receivers. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Under fire. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The Mountaineers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He's loose at the 15. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Trying to keep this drive alive. At the 40, there he goes.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the pressure. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, App State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Syracuse will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finding open areas. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a gap. It's Cruz. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out fast.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Orange will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. But the ball pops out on the return.
Well, a lot of things going wrong for this team right now, certainly on offense, and now you're seeing it in the special teams as well. This punt return is one he's got to be able to field and at least hold on to the football. I understand he's trying to go score a touchdown, but you can't lose sight of your fundamentals, and that turnover is really a microcosm of all the problems that they've been having today.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Puts it out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The screen, he can go. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd and goal for this offense. Pushes for the goal line. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Mountaineers racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and they'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Tosses it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
13.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clemens. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Syracuse right back at it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Offense gets set for second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's on target and complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There he goes. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
To the air on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Syracuse right back at it.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
It's complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Look. We have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Syracuse. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
They're trailing by 24 to Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Going right to work up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads it left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Mountaineers. And they turn it into a defensive score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker.
He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams.